Actors take movie roles that they don't really like all the time, but here's some of the funniest times that actors have publicly trashed movies they've been in. Harrison Ford uses every opportunity he can to absolutely trash on Star Wars and Han Solo. Like when Jimmy Fallon asked Harrison Ford if he got emotional putting on the Han Solo costume for The Force Awakens again, to which Harrison Ford responded, "No, I got paid." And when he was asked if his scene in Rise of Skywalker was a Force Ghost, he responded that he has no bleeping idea what a Force Ghost is and he doesn't care. Ryan Reynolds has openly owned how absolutely garbage the Green Lantern movie is, and he says he was absolutely horrified the first time he saw it at the premiere. And the movie was so bad he even made fun of it in a Deadpool movie later on. He also responded to this fan asking if it was worth renting the movie for 99 cents, just saying walk away. Bob Hoskins was very honest about his experience playing Mario in the Super Mario Bros. Movie in an interview. The question, what is the worst job you've done? His answer, Super Mario Bros. What has been your biggest disappointment? His answer, Super Mario Bros. If you could edit your past, what would you change? I wouldn't do Super Mario Bros. John Boyega, who played Finn in the Star Wars sequels, has openly just came out and mocked how stupid some lines like "they fly now" and somehow Palpatine returns are during interviews. David Cross played Ian Hawke in the Elephant and the Chipmunks movies, and he did not hold back about his true feelings. When talking about the movies on Conan O'Brien, he said all he wanted to do was get out of there as fast as possible and buy a summer house with the check. He also said that Chipwreck was literally without question the most unpleasant experience he's ever had in his professional career. He also said he felt like he was held at legal gunpoint to continue filming these movies, and he advised live on Conan for people not to go see them because they're basically just a big advertisement for Carnival Cruises. And he got fined $150,000 because he had a non-disparagement clause in his contract that he breached by making these comments. Patrick Stewart just spoke out saying that he found filming Doctor Strange 2 frustrating and disappointing, largely because he had to film the sequences all by himself, which he was not a fan of. George Clooney said that he thought he literally destroyed the Batman franchise with how bad Batman and Robin was, and said that he thought it would be a very good career move at the time, and that it actually was not. And in December, when asked about returning as Batman potentially, he said, "I don't think there's enough drugs in the world for me to go back, so I guess he already forgot about his Flash appearance as Batman, follow for more." Nobody dislikes their own movies more than Robert Pattinson dislikes Twilight. He said when he read the first Twilight book, he was convinced Stephanie, the author of the book, thought she was Bella in the story. He also said he felt like the book should have never been published, and it felt like reading the author's own weird fantasies. He also went on to say, quote, "Some things about Edward were so specific, I was convinced that this woman was mad. She's completely mad and she's in love with her own fictional creation," and he went on to say that you just felt uncomfortable reading the thing. He also said he's only ever seen the movies at premieres and never watched them again, and he doesn't even remember his different castmates' characters' roles in the movies. And during an interview with Jimmy Fallon when the series was coming to an end, he asked if it was going to be bittersweet that the series was ending because fans love it, to which he responded that it's bittersweet for them and laughed. And in a 2018 interview with Variety, he said that he stopped mentally progressing around the time he started doing these movies. And 2 years later, in another Variety interview, he said it was weird that fans found the movies romantic at all, and instead just called them weird. But it's not all bad. He has said that he loves when fans come up to him now that the mania has died down and have nice memories of the movies. And when his The Batman co-star Zoe Kravitz said she's never seen the Twilight movies, Robert Pattinson joked that it's not even cool to be a hater anymore, follow for more. Megan Fox has been very open about her dislike of the Transformers movies. In fact, in an interview, she said that people are well aware that these movies are not about good acting. Megan Fox also called Michael Bay a nightmare to work with on set and compared him to a certain German leader in history. That was not a very kind comparison. Although Megan Fox did come out a couple years later saying that the comments were made in righteous anger and that they probably should not have been made public. Sylvester Stallone starred in the 90s comedy called Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, and he has been very open about how he dislikes it. 15 years after the release of the movie, Stallone came out and called it maybe one of the worst movies in the entire solar system, including alien movie productions that we haven't seen yet. Channing Tatum was the star of G.I. Joe, The Rise of Cobra, and he came out and just said, "I'll be honest, I effing hate that movie." He went on to say that he was pushed into doing the movie, the script was just absolutely terrible, and that he loved the G.I. Joe series as a kid, so he really didn't want to do a bad job at it, which he ended up doing in his opinion. In the movie Aloha, Emma Stone got the role of a part Hawaiian and part Chinese woman, which obviously she is neither. This was joked about during the Golden Globes, in which you can hear in the clip Emma Stone in the crowd actually screams out that she's sorry. But Emma Stone is okay with being the butt of the joke because she says it helped her learn about the insane whitewashing history of Hollywood and sparked an important conversation around the topic. Hugh Grant played the Oompa Loompa in Wonka that just released, and he basically used the entire press tour to just trash on the movie. He even had the quote saying, "I slightly hate making films, but I have a lot of children and need money." He also spoke out about his dislike of how much CGI was used for the character. He had to wear a camera rig the entire time of filming to record his face, and he said he could not have hated anything more. And all the dancing and movement of the Oompa Loompas' body was actually not done by him, they just animated it, which he really did not like. Alec Guinness said that besides the money, he didn't particularly like doing Star Wars. He regrets even embarking on the Star Wars journey and highly criticized things like the dialogue. He just said it did not feel like real acting to him. And he actually really disliked the fame he got from the role. He wanted to be recognized for his other works rather than being Obi-Wan Kenobi. In fact, in his autobiography, he recalls a time that a fan walked up to him and said he's seen Star Wars more than 100 times and really wanted Alec Guinness's autograph. And Alec Guinness only gave the kid his autograph on the condition that the kid promised that he would never watch Star Wars again if he gave him it.